Hello, I am Motorist and I wanted to show you this Godrej Freedom padlock in a nice box. Box says it is unique. It has unique features: rust resistant, nickel plated shackle, body made of triple layer Solidex, and it's tamper proof, rivetless clinched body. Now, what Solidex could be, I don't know. Maybe some kind of alloy, aluminium alloy or something that Godrej company developed, maybe similar to Ebus titanium or Burgwächter alu titan, something like that. Looks nice. Let's have a better look. So, Godrej Freedom, 7 levers. There's a number here at the bottom, which I have a hard time reading. Anyway, it's a nice little lock. I was wondering about the name Freedom, so I did some reading on the internet and I found that in India, during the colonial times, there was a movement to make India less dependent on Britain, especially economically, and try to get more Indian-made products, textile, but also consumer products. And in 1897, Ardeshir Godrej started making locks. He was actually, what do you call that? A lawyer, had a law degree, but he decided he'd start making locks. There was a good big lock industry in India, but it was really artisanal, so locks were very different, both in type and in quality. And Ardeshir Godrej decided they needed to industrially make locks, and he started out in the shed somewhere in Mumbai. And after a few years he was joined by his brother, Piryosha Godrej, and in 1906 that was. And now Godrej is one of the largest conglomerates in India, making locks, but also lots of other things. And quality of their locks is really not bad at all. So let's have a look at this. As you can see, it works well. There's a sprung shackle. Key shows that it really does have 7 levers. At least it has 7 cuts. So let's see. There were 3 keys with this lock. I used one to make this tensioner. I couldn't find anything else to use to make a tensioner, so I decided to use one of the original keys. So here we go. Then I made this wire. It is 1.4 millimeter. It has a kink to work around the corner of this keyway insert, and I really had to thin it down a lot to make it work in this lock, and I'll show you why. I picked this lock quite a few times, but still, it is quite challenging. So, not too much tension on it, and I think you can hear or see that it is not easy to move from lever to lever. The levers seem to rest on this keyway insert, and it is almost impossible to move from one lever to the next without lifting any. So it may take me a while to get this open. I felt a little shift on lever 7, little shift on the bolt. You see, I need to get from one lever to the next is really not easy. Now that the ones in the back seem to be set, you have to be very careful not to lift two levers at once. Really not easy to navigate this lock. Okay, so it's open. It's really a little struggle to get this thing. Let's take out the tools. See if it still works. It does. So that's what I wanted to show you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.